Have you ever had a disagreement with your partner that you felt like was getting much bigger than it needed to be? Or maybe you go silent during conflict, but your partner wants to talk everything through right away. Understanding your conflict style personally can be the most important step to understanding how you will resolve conflict together. Conflict doesn't just happen when we're stating our point, it's also in how we react. Do you go silent or do you get defensive? Do you need your space to figure things out, or do you lean in to have a conversation to solve it right away? Everyone has a style that feels natural in conflict, and that's been shaped by our experiences growing up and how we've seen conflict play out and maybe how we've handled conflict in the past. But guess what? So does your partner. What if I told you that understanding how you and your partner approach conflict could make those tough moments easier and bring your bond even closer? Start with yourself. Ask yourself these 3 questions. First, how do I naturally react to conflict? 2, why do I handle it this way? 3, what patterns am I bringing into this relationship? Because when you understand your own conflict style, you can understand and honor your partner and how they respond to conflict too. Your partner is not your enemy. Conflict isn't the enemy. Conflict's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to get to know yourself better, get to know your partner better, and how through this you can strengthen your relationship for the long haul. I'd love to give you a tool for those smaller spats that might happen along the way. It's called on the floor. On the floor is when one of you calls out on the floor and you both literally get on the floor on your stomachs face to face facing each other to talk it through. Now, it's really hard to fight dirty or walk away when you're in this position. So it works beautifully for those smaller annoyances. Now, if it's something bigger, you're going to need a different tool. But for those little things, on the floor just brings down the tension. So here's your challenge. I want you to take 10 minutes this next week and really think about how you resolve conflict. And then share that information with your partner and ask them to do the same. Really talk about what conflict looks like, especially when you're not in a conflict. And then at some point, try on the floor. I want to know how it works for you. Now, conflict is just one of the many areas that you need to understand yourself and your partner. And if you're an engaged couple and you're eager to start off on the right foot for your marriage, I will encourage you to download the Engaged Couples Conversation Map. On this map, there are 8 different topics. One of them is conflict, and each of those topics has 3 questions to go with it. Other topics are like communication or money. My advice would not be to tackle it all at once. Maybe do 1 a day for the next 8 days or 1 a weekend for the next 8 weeks. You can download your free copy of the Engaged Couples Conversation Map in the description. If you are interested in a more in-depth discovery about who you are as a couple, then you can book me for your own private commitment conversations. I love meeting with couples for 4 sessions before they say I do. And you can find out more at Premarital.com. Make sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what you learned about your own conflict style. And like and subscribe for more tips about building your fantastic marriage.